Well, hello. Um, we'll see what this does and what comes of it. So, my name is Aaron Rowe, and yeah, pretty much since I was 25, been to community, been doing a lot of different things. Lived at Hare Krishna Village, just made a permaculture, natural medicine, and yeah, it wasn't just a passion, but like a life purpose. Like, fully embraced and did everything in my power to hmm, try and bring something of my idealized world to fruition. But anyway, this video is a bit of a confrontation to my experience at the lighthouse several years ago, maybe even 5 years ago now. So I probably would have done a recording like this in the past, but I'm just preparing this in case I'm in the mood of just pushing it to the forefront, like just one more time, because it's like having a friend. And, if your friend steals something from you or does something that is just, not quite right, it's going to sit with you. And then when you're sitting next to each other, like, you can pretend there's nothing in the air, but there's always going to be something in the air. So this is very much like that situation. But that situation is with quite a few people. And while living there, I just underwent that again and again and again and again till a lot was pushed under the rags. And it's pushed under the rags because, you got to get over things. You got to push forward and have a positive outlook on life. At least this is what I'm thinking back then. Yeah, just keep going. For the community, the bigger picture, love, light, all that jazz. But, you grow older. And you grow wiser, and you learn to accept yourself and how you feel and realize that it's not that big of a deal. And that if you don't put these things out there, how's anyone meant to relate to you, understand you, and ultimately get out of individual habits to fundamentally having habits where we can begin to work together and begin to have some of those qualities that are not just ideas, but fundamentally lived. And I think it's like a natural, nice cleansing process to be able to do that. To be able to say how you've been cheated, mistreated, how you feel. To begin like writing, let's just say a script of how each and every one of us can grow to live together and appreciate each other. So yeah, I get pretty frustrated at the lighthouse for the part where the main body of the lighthouse more or less decided to treat this as an aspect of complete ignored shadow. And each individual more or less can't communicate with the other one in order to even like bring something to the surface. So there is no real harmony there, no ability to actually just have these basic conversations of which I've referred to and talked about now, and so you hopefully understand. They just don't have the ability to bring that to the surface. And that's what I observed over the last couple of years in wanting to bring my experiences to the forefront of this place. And each individual who could be said to have a responsibility in that community has absolutely failed. Yeah. Each one more or less pushing responsibilities off to excuses or just pushing them all off together. And some completely ignoring it right from the beginning. So, yeah, I'm just going to put those things right in the forefront because they're things that I believe everyone should know, especially with the lighthouse being a place that is opening its doors to something as a wider community and altruistic project when fundamentally being really still at like level 1. So let's continue from there. So back when I was living there, look, as I said, invested time and energy, but there are lots of things. Some things that frankly absolutely disgusted me, and I don't really want to repeat, but I'm just leaving this as a book note for myself. Yeah. Constant lies, betrayal, cheating, treated normally, On bullying, hard to say whether it was rape or not, but I wouldn't say rape, but definitely sexual misconduct, including people definitely went down the information line like that. But take a droplet on that. Let's just say sexual misconduct, conscious spreading of STDs, and I think it's just bad conduct to, in general, just be like cheating behind each other's back, lying behind each other's back, borrowing money and not paying it back, not keeping your word whatsoever, and day in and day out, more or less continuing to do those things. So, I say full frontally. 3. Look, if in my mind there can be 4 main people to it, I'd say 3 of them definitely can't keep their word. Different reasons for all of it. So if that's what you're basing your community about, then I'm just putting my face literally at the forefront of, wow, worst experience of my life. Just disgusted to have people just run into you guys. Strong words, but hey, those feelings linger somewhere. And because of that, please don't be in my space. Don't be in my energy. I don't want to see any of you. If you can't face it, I really don't want to have that feeling of awkward or ignorance lingering around me. So I put it out in the open. Go away.